Hey, loves, it's me, Luv Jones. I'm back with another one. So, it fell, y'all. Just sitting up here having my little breakfast before I start my day. I'm gonna do a few videos. Y'all wanna know what's funny? I noticed got these people up here. I was on one side and I moved. I don't know why. These people out there smoking, all three of them look like brothers or something. Yeah, out there smoking. They all wearing this tactical gear. Um, one of them is like this fatigue. One of them had armor fatigue pants. The other one had a shirt. The other one had a vest on. All of them. The United States flag on. They kept looking at me. It was kind of making me laugh. Anyway, I moved from over there only to get right here in the front. I have this Asian guy just sitting up, just watching me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying not to cuss, y'all. What do people be watching me for, y'all? Anyway, we just had a little staring contest. I guess he thought. I guess he thought he was gonna intimidate me. I guess who ended up walking off. Guess who ended up just walking off. It's so funny. Evidently, they don't have Evidently, they don't have a place to go to and smoke. He can pull it up right here. This is the second cigarette he can decide to smoke since he's standing right here. Look, and he's standing right here. He still want to look. I keep looking up and he's still looking at me, y'all. Like, what are you looking at? Why are you just stuck staring at me? Go find something else to do with your time. Anyway. Oh, that just brings me to the point. Remember I told y'all how they like to switch up the people they have watching you? And so this one guy, I've talked about him on several occasions, but I ain't put him on blast like I normally put everybody else. And I just had to do that recently because I was just trying to never mind the fact every time I came up here, he would just show up. I'm just going to leave it alone. But all of a sudden, I guess I notice when I ignore them too much, they will go out of their way to make me react to them, to get some type of reaction. I think that's what they be trying to do. It's like you don't pay attention to them. That's how you got the guy that end up pulling right in front of my car and turning his lights on right there. Because when you ignore them too much, that's what happens. They need something they need some type of validation for what it is that they're doing. And so I just never mind this guy a few times. Just every time, actually, I never mind him. So one day he came to my car. He asked me about buying some weed. Like, no, I don't. Like, why would you even ask me that? Out of all these cars out here, you just pick a random person and come up over here and ask just randomly. I'm sitting in my car, scrolling on my phone, not paying any attention. He come up to me and ask me about. First of all, they sell Delta 8 and 10 in the gas station. Why you coming up to me asking me about something? And so, don't, first time, no, that was the second day actually. And I told him, don't come over here and ask me nothing else. until unless it's something relevant, something that makes sense. The first day, he asked me if he could cash at me some money and get it back. If I can give him the cash for it. With all these cash app schemes going on, I wish the hell I would. Never mind the fact that I'm not even about to. If I had cash on me, I ain't about to tell you I have it because I don't know what the hell you trying to do. Like, I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. And so, I'm like, no. Why you come ask me out of I'm asking everybody. Don't, like, leave me alone. The next day is when he just walked up to my car randomly and asked me for some weed. And I just told him then, while recording him, don't come ask me for anything else unless it's relevant. Like, cause you creating stupid things, stupid reasons to come up to my car and say something to me. I guess I've ignored him a few times, too many times now. He feel like he's not getting a reaction, and so the very next day, y'all, he walks up instead of looking and saying something like he had done the last couple of days, because I told him don't say nothing else to me. He walks by my car and he does one of these, looking over inside of my window. Just so happened the guy who worked in the store was standing there watching him. He was like, "You know him?" Like, no. I thought you knew him or something. Yeah, you would think. The way he keeps doing me, and he trying to get a reaction. Imagine if I was sitting in here shining a pum pum or something. The way he tucked his head inside the look. Imagine had he looked down and seen one of those. He probably would have been scared out his damn mind. And so I want to show y'all the latest version that they have watching me. You just walk randomly up to my car. Like, why you keep coming up to me? Here, I'm doing this to everybody. Don't. I mean, unless you got something legit. And so this the fool y'all have to pay attention to now. This the latest one I told y'all. They always have somebody watching me and trying to create a scene around me, trying to get a reaction. So this the latest one. Just so y'all know. So if you're ever over in the area and y'all see this fool, y'all know exactly who he is. I know. That just made me think about that as I'm sitting here talking about this Chinese man who keeps staring at me like I did something to him, like he done woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. I'm like, what's your problem? Like I say, they think they intimidate, and that's why I stared at him for as long as he stared at me the first time. If this is a whole thing by eye contact, you gonna turn your head first, because I'm gonna make you feel real awkward. So anyway, I don't know what's wrong with people, y'all. We about to go into a whole nother new year, maybe that's it. They trying really hard to get a reaction. They want you to say something real bad so they can pull that privilege card out. And Buddy right there, and I just showed y'all, he ain't even got no privilege. You gonna look like you doing some straight, unless you connected to those secret societies or something. You don't even have privilege. So I don't know what it is that you trying to do. Like, I don't know who paid you to get out here and look stupid, to show up every time I show up to try to get a reaction. I go over there across the street. I go to the other gas station. I'm sitting there just messing with my phone. He pops up over there too. Just like the old girl was doing. Just like the lady that I showed y'all. That was trying to get me to fight her in the store. I know all of them on the same team. I just don't know who out there paying these people to do this stupid stuff. No, I don't have a dash cam. I need one though. I need one. So I don't know who out here paying these people to start confusion, to do things to try to get a reaction. Y'all out there know more about what's going on than I do, but ain't nobody talking to me. Don't nobody tell me what's going on. Everybody just pretending like they don't know. Until your mother or your sister or your daughter, somebody out there being harassed like I am, then you want help. Then y'all be want to say something. And that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. And seen that too many times. Don't nobody want to snitch until it come down to them, and then they get on the camera and they begging anybody. If y'all know anything, just let me know. anything. It's like, no, you sit up and watch somebody else go through all that shit and decided to not say anything, and now it's happening to you, and now you want some help, don't you? When that shoe on the other foot, then you start seeing different things. But I've been going through this for so long. I can see it bothers me. It does. I can't lie and say it don't bother me, but I've learned to deal with it. And so, because it's been going on for so long now, I've just learned to deal with it. And so I don't know. I've been saying it's probably time for me to just leave Georgia. Maybe just leave Tucker, because these people over here got some demons inside of them. Um, but I mean, it's outside of over here anyway. Like when I went to Vegas, it was kind of the same thing. It was like somebody just called and I said a word over there. As soon as I got to Vegas, they was right with the same thing. That's why I knew. And I was gonna see if I could possibly live in Vegas, but after the first week that I was there, I already knew it was a no for me. Because when I tell you they were acting the same way these people here act, same way. But up there it was a bunch of middle-aged white men kind of making the same move, doing things to try to intimidate me, trying to get a reaction, want to try to exert their power over me. I don't know. It was like soon as I got there, somebody picked up the phone and called and said some things and had them fools out there doing the same thing, trying to figure out where I was. And when they figured out where I was and who I was, they was all in. All in. A bunch of men, by the way. A bunch of men out here trying to do things to intimidate a woman, trying to make a woman feel some type of way. I guess it's less likely for a woman to feel some type of way about a woman, so they put mostly men. Don't get me wrong, they use women. They use women. I guess that the woman inside, you can tell she looked like one of those ex crackheads who was still crazy and still messy. That's what she reminds you of. Um, it's like I finally stopped smoking crack, but I can't get rid of my crazy. So yeah, they'll use women. Uh, a lot of times, women are gonna get intimidated faster. Not her though. She was trying to make me fight her. That particular lady, she wanted to fight so bad. It's like, what is your problem? I don't know. I done heard you talking about me. Who the hell is paying people to do this? That's what I want to know. Who's causing all this confusion? Out here got people telling all these lies. Like, who attention y'all trying to get by telling all these lies? Why are people trying to take my life down? And furthermore, haven't y'all taken my life down enough? Like, my whole life has done a complete 180. I have nothing of what I had before. I've literally lost everything. And y'all still out here trying? It's like ain't nothing else left but my mind. And y'all out here, you gonna make me lose that too, huh? Like, what's the purpose? Why are y'all doing this? No man or no woman has been man or woman enough to come up to me and say, this is what's going on. Imagine that. All the rumors that's been spread, all the lies that's been told about me. Only thing people do is talk amongst each other and turn their head. And if they ain't trying to be intimidating, then they walk in the opposite direction trying to avoid me. Ain't nobody been bold enough to stand up and who they claim they are as a man or a woman and let me know what's going on. If you have a problem, say what your problem is. I get it. These people who being paid to come in and start confusion and tell these lies, they ain't gonna say anything because they don't even know me. They being paid to do whatever it is they doing. I get that. I see that. But for you ones that's not being paid, for you ones who know what's going on and just sitting in the background watching, you ones who've listened to whatever you've listened to, and created this issue in your mind that you have. I mean, what's the issue? Just say what it is. Cause it's getting on my nerves. We about to go into a whole new year. I've been dealing with this for 2, 3 years now. 2 or 3 years now. When is it gonna stop? When is enough enough? Cause this is bullshit, y'all. This is some bullshit. Why I don't have, like, I don't really have no kind of respect for men anymore. You know, you find the one every now and then that is worth saying something to, is worth respecting, because most of them just on that same type of time. You know, they gonna they ain't gonna say anything. They ain't gonna let you know what's going on. They gonna be right along with them, trying to do things to intimidate you. You know, at one point, men or women and children were exempt from certain things. At one point, men were or would pride themselves on protecting women. Not in this day. Not in this day. They don't do that anymore. What they do instead is they act like a woman. And they right out here just doing whatever it is they feel like gonna get them more money. It's like women, men, even when they have women to protect, they I sat up and watched a video one time, and the man was talking about how he wouldn't dare go out the way to try to protect another woman. He would only do it for the woman he's sleeping with. And I just thought that was so coward, y'all. Because if we can't expect you to be man, then who can we expect you to be? And your manhood shouldn't change depending on who's around you. You should be a man regardless of whether you at home with your wife, whether you outside with your child, or whether you outside by yourself and you just see some random shit happening to a woman. Your manhood is supposed to remain the same if you are truly a man. Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be a man when you at home with your woman, but you and excuse my French, but you want to act like a bitch when you outside by yourself. Like, it shouldn't be that way. You should just be a man all the way around. People working together here. But here's my thing. It doesn't go. This is not just happening to your low budget people like that boy I just showed y'all on here. It goes all the way up. It's business owners. It is the secret society people. It is celebrities out here who act just the same as this little boy act. Like, they will watch you go through stuff. They will know exactly what's going. Not that the government people, like police officers and justice system people, they will know exactly what's going on with you and won't say anything to help. It's like there's been this secret agreement that nobody gonna say anything. We gonna all do it to her, and we gonna all watch it. Nobody gonna say anything. We just gonna pretend like we don't know what's going on. For years, y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. You ain't got no crimes to fight. You ain't got no family to go support. You ain't got no trips to take on y'all newfound money for the ones who getting paid to do it. Your own family even be in on stuff and pretending like they don't know anything. As long as they can clout chase and be out there looking like they got something that they ain't never had before, then they okay with that. When it was you having it, they were all upset and pretending like they didn't know you. And when it's them having it, then I guess it don't really change. I don't talk to them at all now. But now they got this newfound confidence, and now they get to be out there doing things that they couldn't afford to do before. Now they get to be out there hanging with people who they wouldn't have never known had they not did some weird shit that they did in the background to their own family members. I'm sick of everybody, y'all. Truth be told. I'm shuffling these cards. I'm about to start it. I'm about to do a read. 20 minutes in. I'm sick of everybody. Cause I just be watching how people move around here and they fake. People are fake. People are liars. People are manipulators. They will do whatever they have to do in order to be seen a certain type of way, even if that means mess over somebody else. And this day and age, it doesn't matter who you mess over. A woman, a child, an elderly person, they don't give a damn. And it's so sad. Anyway, enough about these cowards out here who all working together. Let's see what's in this energy. I probably need to clear the energy now before I even start because I don't want my energy in it. I like reading on y'all, and I do not like when I resonate from, with my own reading. I don't like that. I don't want to read on me. It irritates me. I don't even be want to resonate with my own stuff because then you get a reaction that I feel like it's unwarranted. If I can just stay in a certain energy to not put my negative energy, my negative reaction in this, then y'all will get perfect readings for y'all. So I try to keep my energy out of it. Because the minute I resonate with something, I start getting irritated. And at that point, there's no telling, if what I'm saying is out of irritation or if what I'm saying is what I'm being told to say. Is what I'm saying, what I'm hearing, or what I'm feeling, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. All right, let's see. Let's see, y'all. I can tell y'all everything for these first 23 minutes is what I've been feeling. That's all me. All right, Holy Spirit, Archangels, please allow me to channel the messages from the energy that surrounds us. The collective, for them, don't channel energy around me. For them. Spirit guides, ancestors of the highest white light only. What do they need to know? Tell us what they need to know, please, and thank you. It's so weird. I can never keep up with the lighters. I stopped smoking a while ago, and I still to have these lighters with me. Look at this. To have these lighters with me for my sage and for my incense, I can never keep up with them. I can never keep up with it. I always find myself having to look for it. I need to get one of those big torches. Can't lose that. You're either gonna see it or it's gone. Anyway, extra effort here. Somebody, people bound to the devil. Violence here. Force, fatality. I feel like this is more so people bound to the devil here. I was about to say that's what I feel like. The energy that's around me. This ain't about me. Let's figure out what this is. What is this? Well, this card could be several things. Hell, this devil is a Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn. It could just be somebody bound to the devil, reading intuitively, reading it for what it actually is. And the tarot deck says it can be ravage, violence, force, fatality, or extra effort. So clarify this devil card. Clarify this double card. All right, so you have this honest person here. So maybe there's some honest person in the background watching, seeing what's going on. Don't he look like he watching something? He's watching this that's going on. I feel like he's watching these people down here that's somehow bound to this devil. He's watching people that aren't out there doing good things. And he's putting in some extra effort to do something here. So clarify the devil. You have the king of wands. Somebody who's friendly, conscientious, somebody who's honest, that's watching what's going on. And that's their effort. They're putting in extra effort to do something here. What's the effort to do? What is the effort to do? What is the extra effort to do? Extra effort to be your friend, to exchange something with you. This could just be simply to have a conversation with you to let you know something you need to know. This could, like I said, it could just be some type of dialect between the two. This could be you actually exchanging cups. This cups is our emotions here. This could be someone who wants to love you. Or this could be just some type of friendship here, something coming together, somebody putting in some type of extra effort to just be around you, be a friend to you. What is this? Darkness. This is hidden enemies right here. And so what that tells me is this person that's coming in could be trying to come in. They could still be trying to be a friend to you, but I feel like mainly it's to exchange something with you. It's some type of dialect. This is two people having a conversation here. And I feel like he wants to tell you about this darkness here. This card is darkness, deception, hidden enemies right here. These people bound to the devil here. Somebody wants to come in and tell you about these hidden enemies that you have over here. Danger, deception, or even some type of error here. Somebody may feel like they made a mistake when doing something. Um, Maybe the fact that they listened to someone who was an enemy of yours, someone who could have been out there spreading rumors, telling lies, and this person could be coming in telling you, look, I made this mistake by listening to these people who I thought were your friends that were actually your enemies. These people didn't like you. These people were secret haters of yours. And so when I asked for some honest information, they told me a bunch of things, hating off you. And I don't know where I get that from, y'all. I don't even know what made me say that. But this could definitely be the case here. Somebody's coming in and saying, look, I made a mistake. I made a mistake with something here. Because this is an error card. They could be coming in and saying, look, I made a mistake. After watching you and watching these people, I realized these were your enemies. These are not your friends. And so when I expected them to tell me the truth about things, they told me lies and things that would make me look at you a certain way, things that would make me react to you a certain way. And because of that, maybe they cause other things, other people, they cause other reactions. You know, their reaction to whatever it was that they were told could have caused them to go to other people and cause other people to do certain things. And so here it is, you have this whole chain reaction here to stuff. I definitely see moving here. You have this whole chain reaction to things because of what somebody was told here that wasn't the truth. They listened to somebody who lied. And somebody, they could be moving here. They could want you to move. You could be the person who's moving. They could be trying to move you from chaos. You know, I'm all for helping someone to get out the chaos and confusion. But my thing is, I much rather settle the chaos and confusion here rather than just try to move away from it. Because what's the purpose of you moving away from it? Especially if these people are people in positions of power. It's only gonna follow you like it did me. It will only follow you like it did me. I moved way to Vegas, and it was to get away from the people I was surrounded by, because it feel like you surrounded by demons out here. Like all of a sudden, everybody on demon time. And so I just randomly one day was like, no, I'm not about to deal with this. I'm just gonna go. I'm not even about to deal with it. I went all the way across the country, all the way over to the other side, only to get there and be presented by the exact same thing. It's like all people had to do was make a phone call, and they was on the same type of time here. Snakes. It says mentally and emotionally drained, but I get mentally and emotionally disturbed. These snakes here, new ideas to do something. And so yeah, you try to get away from it, and it was like you went right into their neck of the woods. And so if these are people in positions of power, who's to say they're not doing the same thing? And so you're gonna move, and move where? To another place, and the only difference is this time it's people, you're in a place where you don't know. You're still trying to learn. But the only thing you're learning is these people right here who are coming up against you for some reason. These people who are trying to intimidate you. These people who are trying to cause you issues, and they don't even know you. All they know is what somebody called them and told them. And so they're just moving off whatever it is that they've been told. So I feel like it could be a bunch of secret society people. Because who has that much energy and ability to just call and say one thing and have people out here treating you like you did something wrong and they don't even know you? They would come find you, and it's like they already have this story in their head about you. That's how I felt when I got there. They already had the narrative, whatever the narrative was. They already had it, whatever the story is, and that's how they treated you. Like whatever it is they thought. That's why I say people, you realize people need leaders because they will let somebody else lead them straight to hell without even realizing it. And so, people need real leaders out here because they follow anything, and they ain't gonna never admit that they followers. Everybody likes to look at themselves like they have some type of leadership ability, but the truth is they just followers. Most of these people out here, and when I say most, I don't say that lightly. Most people are just followers, and it's unfortunate. The people they follow aren't really leaders themselves. The people they follow just like control. And so they say certain things and they have certain people reacting in certain ways. And that's why I said, people will be led straight to hell before they even realize they burning. That's what it feel like to me. They went all the way out the way to do certain things for absolutely no reason at all. You don't even know why you're doing it. And now you're looking stupid. Now you're facing jail time. Now you might be going to prison, and now you just realizing what's going on. It's like that. So people are really ignorant. Look, naive. There you go. People are really naive. And then some of this could be going on as well. So I don't know, y'all. I mean, I know some people would love to move and get away from the chaos and confusion, but my thing is fix it. Don't move away from it, because when you move away, these people still ignorant. They still followers. They still following behind the people who gonna tell them lies and manipulate the situation for their own good. Until you fix the problem, then the problem is gonna persist. So yeah, moving away from it doesn't do anything. Fix the situation. Put these people where they need to be. Anyway, somebody could really be moving though. Good for you if that's something that you want to do. Move. I have sure been thinking about it. But then I also think about I did. I actually did. You know, not only did I get the people doing the same thing, but I got the same sabotage up there. For them to when I tell you I was dodging accidents the whole time up there, they were trying to get me to wreck my vehicle for me to get to where I was. And then I felt like somebody either using black magic or it was a whole setup for me to be in a Walmart parking lot after I dodged all the accidents to get there, and me to be in a Walmart parking lot and my mirror gets torn off of my car. And then the insurance company lie and say they're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it, just save all of your receipts, all of your hotel receipts, all of your food receipts, all of the gas, everything that you had to spend that you wouldn't have had to spend. Save all your receipts and we're gonna reimburse you your money. I had a few $1,000s when I got there, and so in my mind, I'm thinking, it's fine. I'll just sit here a little while longer. As long as they fix this and then give me my money back, it's fine. So I've sat here and I've spent all of my money waiting for them. Finally, when I get down to zero, literally zero in my bank account, zero, nothing else. I had nothing else, not a dollar in my pocket, not a dollar in my accounts. I had maxed out my credit cards that I had left. Um, then they call and say, "Hey, your car is ready." At this point, I didn't even know if I had the money to go and get the car because I didn't know if I had the gas to put in there. But I thought about I had this like big old jug of change that I've been throwing in there over time. Just throwing my little spare change in there. I got to the car and I had to cash that in, and that gave me like $45 to put in the gas tank and a little bit left. Only to call the people back and say, "Hey, okay, everything is done now. I have all of my receipts. How are we going to talk about reimbursing me for what I've paid?" They can't reimburse me. So why the hell did you tell me that? Why did you tell me y'all gonna reimburse me to save all of my receipts to only tell me no, we can't reimburse you this money at the end of the day? And so what y'all have done was you tried to make it where I had nothing to fall back on when they fired me, because according to my bank accounts I had nothing in there, and that's what they wanted then. But I had money from my 401k, so I still had like almost $5,000 to kind of play with. And in my mind, I already knew what I was going to do with them. I figured I had just enough to go somewhere else and start this new life because I know how to manage my money well. And so in my mind, I had already kind of managed it out. I knew I had enough to do what I needed to do, to go somewhere else and just start over fresh. But for them to knock a mirror off my car, said they're going to fix it, they're going to reimburse me my money, and then it takes them 3 months. They held my car for 3 months, y'all. And my question after about 2 weeks was, do I need to come get my car? Do I need to come and get it? They told me no. The reason they was taking so long because of whatever happened with the ships and the docks, and that's why the parts wasn't coming in, and so they were just holding the car till everything went through. But the insurance company said they would reimburse me, so I tried to go along with it, but 3 months later, and then y'all tell me y'all not gonna reimburse me. It just, I feel like it was a setup. They didn't want me to have any money to begin with, but I did. They wasn't expecting that. Threw them for a curve, threw a curveball for them to have me dodging accidents my whole drive there. And people follow me there as well too. They follow me from here all the way to there. That's why I say moving, it doesn't mean anything. Sagittarius. Moving doesn't mean anything. Because they followed me all the way across the country and then did some weird shit. And now I don't know how that happened. But they did it in order, so they did it to take my money. They did it so I wouldn't have anything left. That's why you know, they had to tell me that they would reimburse me, so I would think that it's fine when I'm spending the money that I'm spending. Yeah, for them to wait until it's all gone and then say, "Look, there's nothing we can do about it." I mean, to me, that's a lawsuit because you lied and told me that you would reimburse me. So now y'all saying y'all can't do nothing about it. That reminds me, I need to gotta figure out where that number is that I got to that attorney in Vegas because yeah, they wanted me to be without anything. And now that everything is gone. Now they still sending people around me. Isn't that funny? It's like enough is never enough. They want you on a street corner, holding up a sign right here that say, "Please, please, I'm hungry. Give me some money." That's how they want to see you out there before they satisfied and before they just move on with their life like they never did anything. Got people out here doing dark magic, energy manipulation just to have somebody messed over for nothing. Groups of people out here preying on you. Not praying for you, but preying on you because of what somebody said. Ain't got nothing to do with them. You involving yourself. Y'all will protect somebody enough. And I feel like is it a man? You got a bunch of men out here protecting a man, going that hard for a man, preying on a woman. That's what the Sagittarius is for me, a man. The man that yeah. Sound like this is right up his sleeve right here. This is right in his alley of stuff to do. Especially the way he left me without a vehicle. He tore my car up, y'all. Volunteered to fix it and then sent it back with all these parts missing. I guess he say, "You gonna give me what I want regardless." I bet you if you sitting here without a vehicle, then I bet you reach out to me then. I bet you don't tell me no then, and I'm the one that can fix it. It sounds like it's right up his alley. Disorder, chaos, ruin here. But I see somebody fighting back and somebody winning this fight here. And again, somebody moving again. Or maybe it's the person that did this to you. Maybe you not forced to move. I don't know. You may still want to move. Because if you like me, people have shown you their true colors. And so imagine going back and pretending you never seen the evil in these people. Especially me. I've been over here for 11 years, going on 12 years now. Never had an issue. But once the issue started, you started seeing people's true colors. And so now you've gotten a chance to see people for who they really are. And so imagine everything being settled, life going back to normal, and now you got to look in these people's faces who you've seen the dirty in them already. You've seen how ignorant they can be already, but now you got to look at them and pretend like they're your friends again. You got to look at them and pretend like it's, I didn't see you doing what I seen you do. You got to look at them and pretend like, they just good people again, which is what you thought at the beginning. Like, I can't imagine that. It's like now y'all are showing y'all hand. Now you showed your hand. Now I know who you are behind closed doors. So now I can't look at you with a straight face while you pretend to be somebody else in my face when I've already seen who you capable of being. And so that in itself would kind of, it's like damned if I do, damned if I don't. You don't want to have to move in order to gain stability, but it's like you don't really have nobody around where you are now, because everybody showed their hand. Conformity, courage, yeah, friendship. I think a lot of my energy is in this, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I've been on here long enough anyway. Too much of my energy is in it. I'm pulling cards and I resonate with them too much. So I'm gonna start over. I'll be back.